What's going on, ghosties? Welcome back to Tales of Spooky Coffee House. If you're new here, welcome to our podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Veronica,
And I'm Chelsea.
and you are actually joining us today for our final episode for season two. But don't worry, we will be coming back for season three.
Whoop
That being
whoop.
said, that being said, because it is the last episode for season two, we have planned a special episode for you today on October, Friday the 13th. So let's get into it. Chelsea, will you get us started?
Yeah, so instead of doing true crime and paranormal, because it's Friday the 13th, we're going to start off with origins of Halloween traditions
I'm excited. I'm gonna be like, what?
with like everything. So pick your favorite Halloween tradition.
My favorite Halloween tradition,
Uh-huh.
dressing up.
Okay, costumes. So Halloween costumes originally, because Halloween is based off of Day of the Dead or Samhain, whatever, other holiday that you believe in.
Hmm.
Halloween costumes became a thing because people would try to blend in with the spirits since the
What?
veil
That's kind of
between
cool.
yeah, since the veil between the worlds is like thinnest on that day.
Hmm.
And then eventually they just became less scary because they tried to really like aim it towards kids, and then now, modern day it's becoming sexy instead of cute or scary or
I don't know. I feel like this year is like a special year where like spooky is just in.
yeah.
Scary is in. You know what I mean? And
hmm
like these new movies coming out in the movie theater, like I've been going and they're not disappointing.
yeah, I've been wanting to go see a couple things. Like I heard A Haunting in Venice was good, that The Nun
I need
2
to
was
see
really
that.
good.
I loved The Nun too. I want to go watch it again because I might have closed my eyes in some parts, which is good. Which is good.
Yeah, it's not scary if you're not covering your eyes.
Exactly.
Pick another tradition.
Trick or treating.
So trick-or-treating originally was for like poor people instead of
Mm-hmm.
children. Trick-or-treating actually goes back to All Souls Day, which is mainly like an English celebration.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, poor people would go and beg for food, and they would give them what they called soul cakes, so that way they could promise for their families.
What?
So you didn't used to get candy, you used to get cake.
All right. So how can we bring it back to cake?
Right. Like, give me all the different. Let's have a contest.
I saw a post recently where it was a meme, but instead of passing out candy, they were passing out packets of ramen,
hmm
and I thought it was
It's fucked
hilarious.
up.
I wouldn't mind, honestly. Like, hey, do you got chicken? Cool, put it in here. I would not be mad. I would get mad when it was like oranges or apples, like those people. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? Get out of my
I
face with that.
There was one time I got like a little notepad with a pencil and like one of those like little mini rulers,
Cute.
and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like the whole purpose of trick or treating is like candy. Like you want
Yeah.
candy. But low key, I would be happy with that. I'd be like, ooh,
I mean, at the time I was like kind of mad, but now I was like, that was actually like really fun. Like, at
yeah.
least it wasn't like toothpaste or some shit.
Nah, see, nah, toothpaste, that's like no. That's like probably the
That's your
worst thing to
house
pass
getting
out.
TP'd and egged.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, Chelsea.
Surprisingly, that's something I've never actually done.
Me either.
I've never egged someone's house.
Yet.
Touche.
You know who does have a house that you and I don't live in?
Who?
I'm not gonna say the name, but she's on the little gift you gave me and her. Uh, we could do it to that person. Teehee.
Okay. Pick another one.
Just decorating something?
I mean, jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, there you go. That. That's what I meant to say.
So, jack-o'-lanterns are actually based off of the story of Jack, hence jack-o'-lanterns.
You don't say. Oh.
This legend is from Ireland, and basically what it is the character called Stingy Jack trapped the devil and said that he would only let him go if the devil promised he'd never go to hell. The devil agreed, but Jack didn't consider that not going to hell didn't mean that he would go to heaven either. So when he died, Jack ended up in purgatory, as like some people call it. But anyways, when he decided that he wanted to live, he went back to the devil and he said no because he had kept his end of the bargain. So when he was like cast away from both heaven and hell, the devil threw a piece of coal at him and a he put that piece of coal inside of a carved pumpkin because they would carve pumpkins to keep the evil spirits away. It's kind of like their costumes were.
Uh-huh.
So he put the coal in the lantern, lit it, and he started roaming the earth. So whenever you see a jack-o'-lantern, like when they're floating, it's actually Jack carrying the pumpkin because he's doomed to roam the earth forever.
That's kind of sad and cool. Like now I'm gonna look at carved pumpkins
And think
differently. Like
of,
I'm gonna feel sad.
I mean, it was his own
Oh,
fault,
Jack. Yeah, but
but he was said to be
damn.
like selfish and greedy, and so I mean, it's kind of his fault. I'm victim blaming. What about bobbing for apples? Have you ever bobbed for apples?
No.
Have you seen people bob for apples?
Yes, I've seen it in movies.
Okay. So the origin behind bobbing for apples is actually so women could find their soulmates.
What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
So they would put a thing full of apples like we do now, only they would mark one with an X and whichever man picked it up was destined to be her soulmate. It was a form of fortune telling.
Dude, what the heck?
Yeah, right?
So how'd you guys meet?
He bobbed for my apple.
What?
Obviously, since it's like why ghosts are associated with Halloween
Hmm.
because it's when the veil is the thinnest. Also, witches were because they would communicate with spirits. This was like the best time for them to do their magic, which is why witches
Hmm.
are always associated with Halloween. But also black cats.
Oh
It
yeah.
there's two different things depending on which like country you're coming from, but it's always one of the other where it's black cats were witches familiars, or some believe that witches would transform into black cats to kind of like walk around unnoticed.
A lot of people say black cats are unlucky, but I've heard more people say that black cats are lucky.
Mhm. Yeah, it's actually yeah, it's the latter. I mean,
Like, don't, why would you be scared of a black cat? They're so fucking cute.
yeah, right.
Aw.
That's only because people used to say that they were associated with witches, so they became spawns of the devil.
Aw, poor kitties.
Yeah, but Egyptians worshipped cats.
Yep,
Yeah, they're like the only place in the world that's not like kill them all.
I want a kitty. I want, I want a puppy and I want a little kitten and I want them to love each other and grow up together.
Make that happen.
I am
I
one day.
was gonna say.
I'm not ready for that responsibility.
Try being a
No, yes I
parent.
am. I want to be a pet mom.
So, last one, spiders. Do you know why spiders are associated with Halloween?
No.
So, there's an old superstition that came from the Celts where if a spider falls into a candle or a flame and it's consumed, that there's a witch nearby.
Wait, if a spider falls into a flame and it gets consumed, there's a witch nearby?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
There's also another one that if you see a spider, it means that
Uh-huh.
a spirit or an ancestor is coming to see how you're doing.
Can you not? Like, can you let me know in a different way? Like, send
Right.
a fucking butterfly or a fucking, what else? The hummingbirds, spiders? Why?
Yeah, right. So yeah, those are some of the origins of Halloween, and I think that they're super, super fun.
That was fun. My favorite was, well, I'll tell you this. The one that's bugging me the most is the spider one. Um,
You're so stuck on the spiders.
I'm stuck on the spiders. I hate spiders.
Do you know that you're never more than 10 feet away from a spider? You're welcome.
I am just so happy this is the last episode of the season.
Now you're like, where's the spider at?
Where? Where is it? I'm gonna call my mom. I don't want to be in this house. I don't want to be anywhere.
So you wanna talk to us about what you wanted to talk about? I was like in the middle of that. I was like, I'm going somewhere with this, and I lost it.
Oh my god, I love it. Yes, I want to get started on what I was going to talk about for the episode. Yes. Ghosties, a huge special thanks and shout out to my friend Matt, who you can find on TikTok under sorry, what? Matt the Gothic.
I understand where you got the math from.
But there's three T's.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Math.
Oh my gosh, Matthew, I'm so sorry. Matt the Gothic. All right, so Matt hit me up on TikTok and he's pretty much like the king of spooky season because he has been there, he has been here at every spooky event you could think of. He gave me a few recommendations to pass on to you guys. And I don't know, they're pretty interesting. They seem pretty fun, but also these are all in California. So sorry. If you are not in California, maybe this could be a reason for you to plan a trip to California during spooky season to experience these events. So let's get started. We have Reign of Terror is a giant haunted maze inside of an abandoned Marshalls in Thousand Oaks. It's over 100 rooms, one after another with no break. They also have a blackout day where you do the maze with just glow sticks as your form of light or your source of light, which seems really scary. I don't like it. I don't like the glow sticks. Like, give me a flashlight, at
Imagine you
least
just like, imagine you just put the glow stick up to like a black spot and there's a face staring back at you.
stop this. No, 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 no. Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it just for the fun of it and because I ain't no bitch. But overall, it sounds like the dream maze to be a part of. Like, dude, first of all, it's in an abandoned Marshalls. I don't know why,
Hmm.
but that sounds cool on its own. Over 100 rooms with no break. Like, you just go through these rooms one after another. It's like, what more can you ask for in a haunted maze, you know?
Right.
Well, actually, I'll get to that. It does get better. He also recommends Coffin Creek, which Matt states is in the middle of nowhere in Corona. He describes it as a scary farm with the right amount of sketchy, backwoods, and DIY. They have multiple independently owned and operated mazes with a vendor fair and this is the part that got me, a taquero in the middle. And his advice would be to park in the residential area outside to avoid paying a lot fee. I love that one because backwoods, I mean, come on, trees everywhere, kind of, it's sketchy. I love it. I'm down.
So you can handle backwoods, but you can't handle a forest.
Yeah, I mean, no, listen, I'll go in a forest. No, for real, I'll even go into Suicide Forest in Japan and I'll do it at night. But I will never ever uh
Stay the night.
camp, yeah, or stay like like camp in the middle of the woods ever. No. That's a no
Never
for
say
me.
never.
I grew up on the Blair Witch Project, so nah. 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 Nah, nah, nah.
We also grew up on Final Destination, and look how that turned out for us with log trucks.
I mean, you're further point proving my point. So yes, yes, exactly. Moving to the next one is Camp Frida is an all-night 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. horror movie marathon at Frida Cinema in Santa Ana. Matt states that you can bring pillows, blankets, and your own food. Plus, they have a full bar with insanely strong specialty cocktails. He ends it with saying it's OC's best Halloween party.
Mm.
That sounds pretty
Yeah, that
fun,
sounds fun.
especially if you like spooky movies, you
Hmm.
know? I mean, cocktails, ugh, food. I'm in. I'm in. So there's a lot of ghost walks, he says, but Santa Paula Ghost Walk in the little Citrus Grove towns behind Magic Mountain is spooky fun. It's a play where you walk to different staging areas to see the spooky action unfold. No jump scares, just seasonal vibes, so it's good for older kids and your grandparents. We usually get killer fajitas and homemade tortillas. Oh my god, I'm gonna say this wrong. Tla Tlaquepaque? I don't know. I don't know if he misspelled it or if that's really the name of the restaurant, but that's what it's called in the same town beforehand. So that I think that's fun if you're more of an artsy person and you like seeing
Hmm.
plays and musicals, like you get kind of like a show, plus you could take
That's more like a
kids
family
and
event, yeah.
grandparents. Yeah, yeah, you could do something with everyone. Like that's something I could take my mom to, you know?
Yeah.
Lastly, even though there's many, many more places that he would recommend, Green Spot Farms in Mentone, which is in deep Inland Empire, is a hayride and haunted trail on a farm that has a fun staging area with a roaring campfire and seasonal goodies for sale. It's giving movie vibes. It's giving
Hmm.
movie vibes, you know? Their
Hmm.
barbecue frequently sells out, so I usually get the Fat Greek, which is in the area. Green Spot Market, which is down the road from the farm, is a trading post that has amazing beef jerky, and he says totally worth the stop. So there you go. I've always wanted to see a roaring campfire, like those
Hmm.
big ass ones you see in the movies and on TV shows. Like that would be great. So again, huge thanks.
I love that there was a variety in that list.
Oh yeah, he sent me all of these on TikTok. He messaged me, and when I was reading through it, like I don't every word just caught my eye. Like he put it in such a good, like, interesting way too,
Hmm.
like the way he worded everything. But I completely trust him and know that, he knows what's best. He wouldn't
Hmm.
recommend these to you guys if they weren't good. And they sound good. I mean, if they sound good, they have to be good, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, again, huge thanks to Matt, and again, also known as Matt the Gothic on TikTok. Go give him a follow. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to recommend you more places to check out. But that being said, that is my segment. Chelsea, I heard you have a tarot reading surprise.
I do. So, Ghosties, as you could tell, this episode we really wanted to just be like conversational, like us like learning about different things, but I still wanted to throw in a tarot card reading, but also like a kind of flashback to season 1 where we used to tell stories.
Aww.
Veronica and I are still doing that. It's kind of slow because of everything that we've been going through. Like, this season we've only got 30 episodes instead of the 40 we were hoping for. But I thought it would be fun to kind of have like flashback of last season since this is our season finale for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a tarot reading similar to one that we did in season 1 where we tell a story. Only this time, the
Oh.
tarot reading prompt is tell me a scary story.
Ooh.
So I
Ooh.
thought it would be perfect for spooky season as a throwback to last season and as like a little fun project for the tarot reading, but also a hint for you ghosties that we might include this in a book that we may or may not be working on right now.
Chelsea, spoilers.
So that's it. That's all the spoiler. Moving on, we're going to do this Tell Me a Scary Story. I'll let you guys stew on that for a couple of weeks or months. So, card one represents the main character, card two represents the setting, and it said to pull like as many cards as you needed. And so I kind of felt around, I put some numbers in a bowl, and we got four cards for the setting.
Okay.
Card three, technically card like I don't even know, seven or something, is how will the story begin? Card
Mm.
four is what won't the reader see coming? Card five is how the main character is going to get out of the twist. And card six is does this end happily ever after or dot dot dot.
Ooh. I'm so excited. You should have told me. I would have gotten some popcorn.
I mean, it's not too late. We can put a pause.
I
Just kidding. I have to eat dinner first. So, card one represents the main character, and this comes through the High Priestess.
Ooh, I like it
Yeah,
already.
I thought that this
Queen.
was really fun and that she's such like a confident card. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so it represents like in a person having some hidden mysteries, but a divine knowledge. Somebody who has knowledge deep within their soul, who holds answers and trusts their instincts to guide them. So I feel like right away our main character is going to be a super strong-willed person
Mm-hmm.
who's ready to take the conflict head on.
Yep. As soon as you said the high priestess, I was like, yes.
Hmm.
I love that for a main character.
Yeah, me too, for sure. And there's two initials on here on the card, and it's a
Uh-huh.
B and a J. And I feel like Billie Jean is a really good possible name. How did I know you were going to do that?
You know my ticks already.
Okay, so card number two is the setting. And like I said, there are four cards that represent this. So the cards are Ten of Swords reversed, the Empress, Justice reversed, and the Two of Swords reversed.
Ooh.
So the Ten of Swords, one thing for the setting for sure is that this is a card that represents the road to recovery. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're trying to focus on endings and moving past and starting afresh. So I'm almost like wondering if like this card could be some type of like road that we travel on.
Mm-hmm.
The next card is the Empress, and she has a lot of woodsy vibes in her card. There's woods, there is a road actually with some flowers next to it, surprisingly. And there's
That's
also,
creepy.
yeah, I know.
Ew. Ew, I'm creeped out. Oh. I'm legit creeped out. I feel so like scared right now. I feel like uncomfortable. Like my body, I'm gonna quote my niece, my body doesn't feel right. Oh my God, stop.
That was kind of trippy. There's also it looks like a river or a pond of some sort.
It's giving Blair Witch. Like it's already playing the whole movie.
Oh, this is gonna be fun to write. I'm definitely
No, I
gonna
don't
go
like
for
this.
I'm gonna go for a Blair Witch aesthetic.
Oh God.
It's gonna be so much fun. So the next card is the Justice card, reversed. This card represents not taking accountability, and I feel like this is probably going back to that road. Maybe not so much as probably part of the setting, but like maybe like the end goal is that either literally they want justice or they're trying to get justice from themselves,
See?
for themselves,
They
by
start
themselves.
okay. Main character, high priestess,
Hmm.
Blair Witch, college students, working on a documentary. Okay? Card two, woods, road. Or you did you say woods? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, wood. Like they were giving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Uh-huh.
woods, road. They're on a road. They park on the road. They go into the woods. Okay. This one, justice, right? They're seeking
Uh-huh.
justice. They start going missing. So now they're trying to find, who the fuck took their friends, and they want justice. Oh my god, it's the Blair Witch. It's the Blair Witch. Keep going.
So the last one for the setting. Oh my God, are you okay?
I don't know. I'm scared. Oh,
Okay, so the last card of the setting is the Two of Swords reversed, and this is being in a stalemate in a situation, trying to make a choice that's going to make you move forward instead of making the right decision, if that makes sense, and dealing with the issue in whatever way you need to release your stress.
I really want to go on another rant, but I won't.
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
won't.
It's kind of funny. I'm here for it. Do it. Go
Well, that
ahead.
card represents them, like the last two being in the tent and finally decide, like that whole scary shit happens with the children running around the tent and laughing and making noise and shit, which is the probably the reason why I won't camp in the middle of the woods. Stop laughing so hard, you're making me lose my train of thought. Okay, I'm stoned here. Um, which may explain the rant. And then so they move forward and they go into the house, they go straight into it. Okay, next.
I love how we're supposed to be writing a scary story, and all you're doing is like recounting every horror part of the Blair Witch Project.
Because it makes sense.
Okay, well, card three is how the story will begin, and this comes through the Six of Cups. Speaking of children, you are focusing on childhood memories and the innocence of your childhood. So you're going to be feeling nostalgia or homesickness. So I wonder if this is like the start to the path that we were talking about.
Hmm.
Maybe trying to overcome a childhood trauma, possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
What the fuck?
Your trauma of the Blair Witch.
Anyways, that wasn't funny.
It was funny. It was a little funny. So card four is what won't the reader see coming, and this comes through the Knight of Cups. You definitely have a lot of swords and cups.
Death. It means death.
Okay, then that got dark super quick. So the reader is not going to see the romanticism of being swept off your feet. So our main character is going to fall in love
Ooh.
unexpectedly. That's interesting.
Oh my gosh, what if they fall in love? You know what? No, we're writing this. Y'all
What?
better read it to find out what I was thinking.
So card five is how the main character is going to get out of the twist, and this comes through the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords talks about feeling trapped or restricted by a situation. And so they're going
Hmm.
to feel like they have no choice and that their hands are tied. This is kind of freaking me out. But no matter what, when you feel helpless or powerless, whenever you change your thoughts, you'll be able to change your life. So basically, like, stop thinking negatively and start going positively.
Mm, interesting.
So the last card, card six, does this end happily ever after or dot dot dot?
Nope. Nope.
Damn, damn, okay. This card comes through the Seven of Swords. This card represents that there could be deception around you, or that you need to stay away from things that feel suspicious or too good to be true.
Mm,
So I definitely feel like that no vibe that you were so quick to answer with.
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
There is a lot that has been said, ghosties, that Chelsea's gonna edit out, like full on conversations about ideas for this story. And that is exactly what I was trying to tell her.
Hmm. It also represents that someone is getting away with something, and so I almost want to feel like that would be a good twist too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm so excited. That was scary. I didn't like that.
I love that. I feel like that was so perfect, so fitting. Like,
First, the spiders.
and
Like,
poor
God.
Jack.
No, fuck Jack. He deserved it.
Oh my gosh, so it took you 45 minutes to change your mind on your outlook on Jack.
Yeah, don't you can't you have to be open-minded. You can't stay closed-minded. You can't hear other people's opinions and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not against the law to change your mind, okay?
Okay. Whatever you
Oh,
say.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna
I'm not
miss
gonna
you
talk to you
too.
for
It's not like
like
you're,
4 months.
dude. It's only like 2.
Oh, what month are we in?
October.
Jesus.
So it's like it's only November and December in between. And it's not like you're not gonna talk to me in between that too.
What?
What?
I didn't know that. I'm just kidding, I didn't know that. But I am gonna miss like
This.
season 2. Like we had a good run, you know? Like I don't, you know what? No, let me rephrase that because that sounds like we're done. We had a good, fun season. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I enjoyed it. I can only imagine how season 3 is gonna go, but I had a
Especially with
blast.
especially with our improved audio coming.
Oh yeah, improved audio, more guests hopefully. If not, social anxiety girly right here. I'm cool with just Chelsea.
It'd be
But we should,
really fun to have like Mama Tammy and Arlene back.
yeah, I was gonna say we should definitely give them a huge thanks and shout out for coming onto the podcast this season. And season 1.
Did they come
Um,
on this season?
I don't remember. The fuck? I don't know.
I don't think they did.
Didn't we have Hobby this season?
Yeah, we had Hobby this season.
Yeah, I'm
We
saying
had
thank you to all of our guests in
okay.
general.
Let's say my mom and Arlene were not on season 2.
Jesus.
Yeah, we had Javi, Z, Taylor, third time as a charm on getting She Who Must Not Be Named on here.
Yeah. That's just gonna be our like goal, all of our like for the rest of our podcast careers.
Right.
Like
We'll
literally
be like
10 seasons
20,
later.
yeah, we'll be like 10, 20 seasons in and still not have her on, and then like the series finale be like special guest.
Fucked up. That's why we're gonna TP their house.
I thought we were egging their house.
You could do one, I could do the other.
Okay. And then we can switch. So we said we did both.
Yes. Oh my God,
Perfect.
exactly.
Perfect. I'm gonna have to cut
Love
this
it.
out so there's no legal evidence.
Oh,
No
yes.
incrimination on ourselves.
I forgot this was public. But we didn't mention the name. Like,
Yeah,
how are they
that's
gonna know?
true.
How
Yeah.
would they know?
Yeah.
How
How
will
would
they
they
know?
know? Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. All right. Any other final words you'd like to say, my dear Chelsea?
No, we'll see you ghosties next season.
Damn. All right, ghosties. Bye. Imagine. No, I'm just kidding.
We'd get so much hate from our listeners.
Thank you for joining us this season, ghosties. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Please make sure to give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be active on all social media platforms, so you'll still get your dose of spooky from us on our off time. We are your hosts. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Chelsea.
We hope you have a spooky rest of your October and for us official ghosties the rest of the year. And we'll talk to you guys next time.
Happy
Bye.
Halloween!
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Halloween.